Hi guys, Squirrel here. Now, I've got a game for you on Seine Crossing. It's got Jimmy the Snake in it. I've never played with him before. And Sacriel and Stoney, you've probably seen those from previous videos. I play with those guys quite a bit. This game goes down to the very last MCOM. Really close game. I'll leave that running in the background. I am going to talk quite quickly in this video because I have a lot to discuss and not a lot of time to put it down. So here we go. First of all, the 8v8 tournament this week has been cancelled because it was Mother's Day in, I think, Canada and or America. I'm not sure about that, but a lot of people, you know, wanted to spend time with mothers and so on, mother-in-laws. So we couldn't actually do it. We just left it. We'll carry on with that next week, so there won't be a video on Wednesday with the 8v8 tournament. Project PTFO, you may have heard about this. This is a big thing organised by, well, Pixel Enemy and Mass Nerderer and various other people. I'm in it on PC. You can play it on 3 different platforms. I shall be playing. I'm teamed up with Frankie on PC, if you've heard of him, another big YouTuber playing Battlefield. And what happens is our team gets picked with 2 random members of the public, like yourself, if you enter. Obviously, if you want to sign up for Project PTFO and have a chance to play with me and Frankie on our team, then you need to go and sign up now. I'll leave a link in the description to it. Go and get yourself signed up. I will only be playing on PC, so if you're on PS3 and Xbox, you will be randomly selected into some other teams. There's no guarantee you'll get to play with me, but it is purely randomly selected. But if you've got to be in it if you want to actually have a shot. Okay. Other big news, moving on about my channel. Now, I've got some news about where I want to take my channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and you may have noticed my sort of playing patterns have changed. So I just want to basically run through what I plan to do for the rest of the year, really, with my channel. Some of you are probably going to be disappointed with what I have to say. Some of you will like it, but hopefully all of you guys will understand my reasoning and what I'm doing. And hopefully carry on supporting me, because you have been absolutely fantastic. Some of you guys have been with me since the very start when I started my channel up back in Battlefield 3 beta time. That's when I started my channel. Since then I've focused entirely on Battlefield, but I plan on bringing 1 or 2 other games into the mix now to try and keep my channel fresh and interesting, and just chop and change from them, really. Now, when I started out on Battlefield, I was, of course, on the PS3, and mostly because my PC wouldn't play Battlefield 3. I was playing Bad Company 2 on it fine, but it just couldn't take Battlefield 3. It actually used to crash every time I started it. Now, just before Christmas, I got myself a brand new PC, and I started playing Battlefield 3 on it. Since then, I've started getting involved with some other YouTubers. You've seen my 8v8 tourney videos. I'm playing almost always now on PC. I haven't played on console since probably February, about 8 weeks I think. Mostly that's to do with the fact when I jump between one and the other, if I jump from PC onto console and back again, it actually messes up with my aim something nasty. And it makes me worse on both platforms, which isn't great. I did start playing on Xbox, didn't get very far, sort of rank 22-ish. And I set up platoons on PS3 and Xbox. Now, basically what I'm saying is I will only be playing on PC now as I go forward. I know that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last 2 months, but I just want to come out and formally say that I'm only going to be playing on PC. Mostly because, as I say, I get to play with other big YouTubers on PC, and because I don't want to keep changing to console and messing up my aim, and also because I'll be giving my PS3s to my daughters so that they can use them to watch DVDs, Blu-ray, they can stream movies, play games on it. They're going to have one each in their bedroom, so they're obviously quite excited about that. I will hop on PS3 and Xbox occasionally to play other games, but they won't be Battlefield. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm doing there and why I'm doing it. I understand you console guys are going to be a bit disappointed with it. But the platoons for PS3 and Xbox are very strong. There's some great leaders. We've got a server in place, and stay there and play with them. PTFO and enjoy yourselves. I will support everything you guys do. I just won't actually be logging on the console and playing with you. Hope you understand. But anyway, as I'm basically taken my channel now. I'm looking at the games coming out in 2012, and apart from obviously Battlefield DLC, which I of course will be picking up and bringing great videos about that, and you know, tips and anything I sort of discover, strategies, techniques, the works, my usual stuff, you know, what I play, as well as like squad games where I put the in-game chat in there so that you can hear what's going on. As well as that, the games in 2012 I'm looking forward to. Immediately coming up is Diablo 3, which I've already purchased, and that comes out this Tuesday as I speak now on the 13th of May. It comes out on the early hours of the 15th. So that's going to start bringing, you'll see that starting coming into my channel. I'll start to put Diablo 3 videos up. There's Guild Wars 2, which is currently in the beta stages at the moment. I hopefully will be able to bring you some footage of the beta, and when that comes out, I'll be playing that as well. Really excited for those two games. They are very different to what I play on Battlefield, of course. You know, they're not FPS games, but I will still be bringing Battlefield videos, as I've said. But I'll be mixing it up, so we'll get some Diablo, some Guild Wars, some Battlefield. You know, I realise that my subscribers aren't all into these games. So when I do put a game up, if you like that kind of thing, then watch it, you know, and rate it, that kind of thing. And if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Please don't hate me for putting that up there. I'm trying to get my channel to be a bit more interesting. And also because, you know, I want to play games and keep things fresh for myself. And Battlefield 3, as you know, the content's not coming out that regularly, so just playing one game can obviously get a little bit tedious. So I want to play more than one game. Other games coming out which I probably won't put on my channel, Borderlands 2 and BioShock Infinite, mostly because they're kind of playthrough games, and you know, Borderlands I tend to play through with a friend, not really going to record it. BioShock Infinite I play through with a friend as well. And also I may or may not put Warfighter on. It depends if I end up buying Warfighter and if it turns out to be any good. Big question mark over that game, but we'll see. Never say never. Now then, what else have we got? Oh yes, how can I forget? The Double XP weekend, which we've just had, right in the middle of right now as I make this. What a fast turn that's turned out to be. So what was supposed to happen is, May the 12th at 12 AM Pacific time, which is GMT -7 or British Summertime -8. In other words, at 8 AM on Saturday morning, British time, we were supposed to start a Double XP event for 48 hours on all three consoles. Sorry, all three platforms, I should say. So that's both consoles and PC. Very quickly we started to get reports that it wasn't working properly on PC. The ribbons weren't showing up, and you were actually getting less XP for each game. DICE very quickly stepped in, and not before we had some tweets coming out saying, oh, I'm guessing you'll get the XP on Monday. What you were supposed to do was get the XP added at the end of the round as additional XP. That's what was supposed to happen, but on PC it didn't work. And what DICE has had to do is backpedal, turn it all off, and say that we'll be doing it on PC in a couple of weeks' time. So, real massive embarrassment for DICE. Things aren't going their way at all. They do seem to be very much have dropped the ball, I would say, when it comes to Battlefield. Bit of a headless chicken situation, I think. So that's now in 2 weeks' time on PC. The Xbox and PS3 should have gone ahead as planned, and you will have got double XP. Not particularly useful if you're already a veteran of Battlefield and you've got all the unlocks. I think they're trying to copy Call of Duty, but on Call of Duty you got prestiges, so every time you got, you re-prestiged, it reset everything. And playing double XP was a terrific way to power your way back up through another prestige. On Battlefield it doesn't work that way. We don't have prestige mode, so really, if you've not got Colonel rank, then there's obviously stuff you can still unlock. If you have got Colonel rank, the only real thing you can do with this double XP is maybe use it to try and unlock some of the things that you've not quite finished off, like maybe some of your vehicle unlocks, getting a tank and go around and get double XP for that, or a jet or a helicopter. Apart from that, is it really any use? Not really. It's not been any use to me whatsoever. But hey ho, DICE does seem to be trying to copy Call of Duty in every respect now. They've announced this premium service which starts on the 4th of June. A bit sketchy on the details at the moment. Not sure if this is a subscription thing or a one-time cost thing. But it will bring us premium content with a number of content drops and unique in-game items like a premium knife and a black dog tag. And I've heard about soldier camos and weapon camos. Who knows, extra assignments, all this kind of extra personalization stuff you allegedly get.
They're going in now.
Not sure about that, don't much like the sound of it. As I've said before in a previous video, and I will leave a link to that video, when I discussed this exact subject actually, the idea of paying for Battlefield monthly, I said I won't be doing it for a number of reasons, but mostly because I don't know if I'd ever play a game that long, particularly, you know, from the start. The idea of signing up for something like that doesn't really appeal to me. That's just my personal opinion, by the way. So they've got this premium service coming out. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. On consoles, the official servers have now been dropped by DICE. It's private only, so I've heard. Now, what we liked about the DICE servers were the default settings, but I think what they've done is they had a rack of servers, and as people have obviously purchased and hired their own servers, they've basically used the ones that they had, and so they've got none left, I think. And effectively what they've done is remove all of their costs, because all of the servers are now being paid for by you guys who already bought the game. Isn't it wonderful? Don't you just love the way this works? Obviously the advantage is that you can customize a server how you want. The disadvantage is it's a bit like PC. It's actually quite hard to find a server running default settings. You know, no instant vehicle respawn, no high ticket count on rush, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the direction they've chosen to go. Suck it up, that's what they say to us. Another problem I found on PC, I don't know what would it be like on console, is because they don't actually give us, you know, you have to use Battlelog on PC, and we don't get enough filters, so you can't filter on things like fast vehicle respawn. And if you've ever played Rush on instant vehicle respawn, it's totally broken. You know, you kill the LAV and it just comes straight back again, and it can really ruin a game. Same thing if you 150% ticket count on Rush, total joke. You can be just slaughtering the enemy, and you're there sort of 20 minutes trying to burn your way through tickets. It's silly. Just leave it on default settings. But in Battlelog and on the consoles, what you need is the search options and the filters so that you can find people who are actually running servers on default settings. And if you buy your own server, do everybody a favour and name your server accordingly. If it's instant vehicle, say so in the title, and then we know. We want to join that, we will, and if we don't, we don't. But if you're DICE listening, for God's sake, give us some proper filters.
They're all over B, don't bother.
Now, we've had announcements about the Close Quarter DLC, which of course comes out on the 12th of June. On PS3 it comes out on the 5th of June. This is the 16-player maps, new assignments, new weapons. We know that we've got 2 maps at the moment, Zebra Tower and Donya Fortress. We've got a new game mode, Conquest Domination, which is 3 flags, can't spawn on the flags. I think that this stuff is going to need some pretty decent spawn protection with the small maps. I expect the game to be a bit of a clusterfuck of RPGs and claymores and grenades and a big blurry screen. They need to wind back suppression before they release this. I don't know if they will. I hope they do. If they don't, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. Same thing with the dart. Now, if you get a friend, both go support, stand next to each other with ammo boxes, you can throw grenades as fast as you can throw them, they'll come back. I don't know if you've ever tried that one, but do go and try it. If that is still like that when we hit close quarters, you're going to see grenades all over the corridors. It's going to be a lot of explosions in close quarters. It has the potential to be fantastic. Squad deathmatch and team deathmatch on 16-man close quarter games could be completely awesome, but it won't be if there's so much suppression, blurriness and explosives being used. It'll just be tedious as hell and awful. And you know, it's not about the gunplay then, it's just about AoE damage, and that's not what I want from Battlefield. I want good gunplay and good maps. The Frostbite engine is so awesome, but they keep releasing crap like that. Wind back the explosives in close quarters and it could be completely brilliant, but I doubt they will, and if they don't fix these bugs, who knows what's going to happen. It won't be very enjoyable. There'll be a lot of rage coming their way. There's no dates on the fixes, and we're only 3 weeks away from release on the PS3, so whether we'll get any of this stuff fixed before, I doubt it. You know, this stuff has been broken for a while now, and we get the same answer from DICE. We're working on it. Not good enough. I think that one of the problems I found is that if you go and look at the DICE guys on Battlelog, you'll see Most of them aren't even Colonel rank. They actually don't play very much publicly. They'll come on maybe once a week, play a couple of games, log off. These guys need to get on the public servers. They need to play with people who, you know, if you've come across them, they've got the dirtiest tactics. They need to see. It's all very well playtesting in the confines of your own company, but you don't get all of the dirty tactics that people have. And that's what they need to do. They need to come out, and then they'll properly understand our frustrations and our problems. Finally, because this video is running out, bonus content's been announced for August 2012. We don't know much about this. We've got Armoured Kill coming on later in autumn with lots of vehicles, maps. I'm looking forward to that one. We've got Endgame coming out in December 2012, and now we've got some more DLC has been announced for March 2013, another expansion pack. We don't know anything about this. We'll just have to wait and see, but they're saying they're going to add value to Battlefield for 12 to 18 months. So that probably ties up, you know, spring 2013. I would guesstimate that'll be the end of Battlefield 3's run, and that's when we'll see a new game from DICE. Who knows? Maybe they're looking at a Vietnam expansion. Maybe they're looking at something else. That's the one I'm looking for. My money's on a Vietnam-like expansion. Anyway, the video's run out. Sorry for talking so quickly. I had a lot to say. Like and favourite the video, guys. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think about where my channel's going. Thank you very much for being loyal subscribers to me. Do give me your feedback. Take care, guys, and see you soon.